Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 1, Lesson 12, and it is the last lesson of the unit. Today we meet two more kinds of word. First, the conjunctive adverb, which joins two complete thoughts and tells you exactly how they are related. Second, the interjection, which simply blurts out a feeling. One of them is careful and precisely punctuated. The other is pure emotion. Let's finish Unit 1 together. Let's start with the conjunctive adverb. The name tells you exactly what it does. It is an adverb, but it works like a conjunction. It joins two main clauses, two complete thoughts that could each stand alone as a sentence. What makes it special is that it does not just glue the clauses together. It shows how the two clauses relate to each other. Does the second clause give a result of the first? Does it add to it? Does it push back against it? Does it echo it? A conjunctive adverb answers that question. So it connects, and at the same time, it explains the link. Now here's the part you have to get right, because it is where most writers slip. A conjunctive adverb needs a semicolon in front of it and a comma after it. Watch. The road was icy. That is a full main clause, a complete thought all by itself. Then comes the semicolon. Then our adverb, therefore. Then a comma. And then the second main clause. We drove slowly. Say it like a little rhyme if it helps. Semicolon before, comma after. A plain comma in front of therefore is simply not strong enough to hold two complete sentences together. There are a lot of conjunctive adverbs, so let's not try to memorize a list. Let's group them by the job they do. Some of them simply add, doing the work of the word and. Also, besides, furthermore, moreover. Some of them contrast, doing the work of the word but. However, nevertheless, still. Some state a result, telling you what followed. Consequently, therefore, thus, hence. And some state equality. They say the second thing is like the first. Equally, likewise, similarly. 4 jobs. Learn the job and the right word will come to you when you need it. Let's set the conjunctive adverb next to something you met in the last lesson, the coordinating conjunction. Look at these two sentences. They mean exactly the same thing. The road was icy, so we drove slowly. That word so is a coordinating conjunction, and a plain comma before it is all you need. Now watch the second one. The road was icy, therefore we drove slowly. That word therefore is a conjunctive adverb, and it demands a semicolon before it and a comma after it. Same meaning, different punctuation. So if you swap a coordinating conjunction out for a conjunctive adverb, you must upgrade that comma to a semicolon. Now to the easiest part of speech in the whole language, the interjection. An interjection is a word that expresses emotion. Wow, oh, ouch, well, hey, aha. These are the sounds of feeling. And here's the thing that truly defines them. An interjection has no grammatical connection to the rest of the sentence. It is not the subject, it is not a verb, and it does not modify anything at all. Try it yourself. Take the word away, and the sentence still stands, perfectly complete. The interjection is attached to nothing. It is pure feeling, sitting at the front door of the sentence. So how do you punctuate a burst of feeling? It depends on how strong the burst is. A strong interjection takes an exclamation point and stands on its own. Ouch! That stove is hot. The word ouch is practically a sentence of its own there, so it gets the full exclamation mark. A mild interjection is gentler, so we simply set it off with a comma. Well, I suppose you were right. That word well is a soft little pause, not a shout. So ask yourself one question. Is this a shout or a shrug? A shout takes an exclamation point. A shrug takes a comma. Let's turn all of that into a quick check. First, are there two main clauses, two complete thoughts, one on each side of the connector? If so, that connector needs a semicolon in front of it. Second, is the connector a word like however, therefore, or moreover? Then it is a conjunctive adverb, and it takes a comma right after it. Third, is the word just a burst of feeling with no grammatical job? Then it is an interjection, and a shout takes an exclamation point, while a shrug takes a comma. Run those three questions, and this lesson is yours. Let's practice. In this first set, we work on conjunctive adverbs, the punctuation they need, and the relationship they show. Pause the video and decide before I reveal each answer. The bridge was closed, blank, therefore we took the long way. Check both sides. The bridge was closed is a complete thought, and we took the long way is a complete thought. Two main clauses, joined by the conjunctive adverb therefore, so that blank has to be a semicolon. The answer is a semicolon. Nina studied hard. Consequently, she aced the exam. Which word is the conjunctive adverb? Hard is just a plain adverb telling us how she studied. It connects nothing. Consequently sits right after the semicolon, joins the two main clauses, and tells us the result. So the answer is consequently. The tickets sold out. However, we watched from the hill. What relationship does however show here? The second clause pushes back against the first. We expected to be shut out, and yet we found a way. However is doing the work of the word but, so the answer is that it states a contrast. Now let's work on interjections. Spot them and decide how strongly they should be punctuated. Pause and try each one before I answer. Wow, that sunset is unbelievable. Which word is the interjection? Sunset is a noun, and it is the subject of the sentence, so it has a real grammatical job. Wow does no grammatical work at all. It just spills the feeling out. The interjection is wow. Well, blank, I suppose we could try again. Shout or shrug? The word well here is a soft, hesitant little pause. Nobody is shouting anything. It is a mild interjection, so it gets set off with a comma. Ouch, blank, that thorn went right through my glove. Shout or shrug? Ouch is a cry of pain, sudden and loud. That is strong feeling, and strong feeling takes an exclamation point. Let's pull it all together. A conjunctive adverb joins two main clauses and shows how they relate, and it carries its punctuation with it, a semicolon before it, a comma after it. Don't memorize a long list. Group them by job. Some add, some contrast, some state a result, and some state a likeness. And an interjection is the pure sound of feeling, with no grammatical link to anything around it. A strong one takes an exclamation point, and a mild one takes a comma. And with that, Unit 1 is complete. You have now met every part of speech: nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Every single word in English is one of those 8. Take a breath. You have earned it. And I will see you in Unit 2.